Hey, what's up? I'm Nick from As I Lay Dying, and you're watching BareBonesMusic.com.
Barebones feature artist.
BareBonesMusic.com. I'm here with Nick Hipa from the one and only As I Lay Dying. I know it looks like I'm pandering, but I love these guys. Nick, thanks for sitting down with us. Appreciate taking time out. We're here on the Cool Tour in Columbus, Ohio, and it's about 100 degrees outside, so luckily we're in a cool spot.
Yeah, the AC is raging in the venue too, so we're good.
We were out in LA during the Golden God Awards, and one question we asked consistently to a lot of the artists we did talk to, one of the questions was, who are you looking forward to seeing? And inevitably, over and over and over again, it was As I Lay Dying. How does it feel to have that kind of peer just acceptance and just adulation?
Wow, it actually makes me feel really good. I thought someone would say like Slash or Brian Poison's All-Star Band. I actually didn't know that there were a lot of people that wanted to see us. So that makes me feel really cool because we were very intimidated going into that show because there's just so many, I guess, more established or legendary type acts and just people there. You've got guys like Zakk Wylde and Rob Halford walking around backstage, and you're just like, I don't want these guys to like hear me play. Like they're just gonna be so bummed out by how bad we sound. But actually before our performance, that stage was a revolving stage,
right.
We were all sitting on the backside of it waiting to go on. And Zakk Wylde just did something, and we saw him, and I just kind of like gave him like a what's up, and he walked over to me, and he's like, "Kill it, brother," and like gave me like a little.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, one of these, and gave me a hug, and then did it to all of us. And when he left, we were just like, all right, like we're ready to go, So it was really cool, and it definitely boosted our confidence. And we were still a little nervous about playing the show, but it makes me feel good knowing that there were people who cared about seeing us.
All right, well, we're going to get right into the Powerless Rise. Debut, you got as high as charted as number 10 on the Billboard 200. Now, for a band a metalcore band like you guys to do that, how did that make you feel? Just like rise into that level so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's like once again an amazing feeling, and it's something that I don't know, for us, when we were done with the record, we were really proud of it, and we were like, man, this is a pretty good album. And as we started to put songs out, we didn't think it was a pretty good album. We were like, oh, this is sick. Like we did something awesome. Like cool. Like we're happy, and to have like, I guess, kind of like tangible sort of payoff as far as like, hey, everyone else must think this is good, or at least they must like our band that much to buy this many copies of the album first week and put us on the Billboard chart, like there between I don't even remember we were like in front of Lady Gaga and like behind someone. Yeah, it's just although her record was on the charts for like I swear it was like 70 weeks or something like that, and it was still at number 11 or 9. But we're really honored because we never ever expected the band to do as well. It's something we always thought would be cool, and you always dream about and hope for, but it just seems kind of unrealistic to think that way when we play the type of music that we do, because it's pretty inaccessible, and even people that like heavy music can't get into our band because of the abrasiveness of the vocals. Right. So it's just cool to know that there's that many people out there who don't depend on radio or TV or anything like that to get their music, and have found out about the band the old-fashioned way, and that's from like coming to see us and like word of mouth and everything.
Do you feel like you kind of pushed the boundaries and experimented a little bit more with your songwriting and recording this time around?
Yeah, we definitely did, and we all felt like we were better at our instruments, so being able to capture that within the framework of a song was something we were going for. And when we were writing a lot of these songs, like there was a lot of back and forthing, I guess you would say, because we'd just be like, this riff could go here and then it could go here, but it sounds like something we would have done on Shadows Our Security or on An Ocean Between Us. So, there's an infinite amount of possibilities within a song, and it's easy to go to what your go-to riff or your go-to move is, but why not put that little extra time and effort in and come up with something different? Because I don't know, you don't want to hear the same record with a lot of the same arrangement. And granted, we have a sound, and our band is definitely like known for being a certain type of band, and we don't want to confine ourselves to that, but at the same time, we don't want to stray away from anything that our fans identify us with.
Right.
So we tried to keep it heavy and keep it energetic and keep the melodicness and just the brutalness of the band there, but all the while just pulling and pushing as far as we can go.
Right. Do you feel like it was maybe a little easier recording this record in terms of the fact that this is the first one as this unit recording on the album together? Did that make you guys a little more comfortable and have a little more fun with the whole thing?
Yeah, it's, completely. And it was also the easiest recording experience because we had already done a record with Adam. Mm-hmm. Because the last time there was a little bit of a learning curve as far as him getting used to how everyone worked. Because something that works for me might not work for Phil.
Right.
As far as just getting stuff done. We all have our different approaches. So Adam's trying to feel us out the last time. We were already friends and he already knew us as dudes, but just understanding how we worked, in recording was something that we had to learn and figure out the last time. So this time we just kind of picked up where we left off, and so it was very easy and enjoyable. And we would, we took our sweet time with it because we recorded in our area, and Tim has his own studio. So we would, go take 2-hour lunch breaks and go hit up a burrito, and then maybe go cruise to the beach, and then come back. But at the end of the day, a lot of stuff was getting done.
Yeah. What's your favorite song right now off of the Powerless Rise?
My favorite song right now, I would say my favorite song right now is Parallels, just because it's like a fun guitar to play, or fun guitar song to play.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's it. There's a solo, which is fun. There's cool riffs, nothing to it. It's just an enjoyable song for me.
Were there any songs on the record that you had some apprehensions about how fans would react? Songs like "Condemned" and "The Only Constant Is Change." Those are straight up brutal, in your face. I mean, did you think, was there any thought process that the fans might not gravitate so much to those type of songs, or did you have any kind of apprehensions about them?
No, that's a good question, because "The Only Constant Is Change" almost didn't make it to the album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, musically, it's just so meandering. It's kind of just like a riff twisting song. And I remember Tim and Jordan were just like, this just too out there. No one's gonna like this. And we fought over that song for many months. And yeah, Tim just hated it, and Jordan didn't really care for it either. Phil obviously loves it, and Josh and I were completely behind it. So yeah, we just didn't know if it belonged on the record because it was too out there. And what's funny is that Tim ended up putting vocals on it, and it made us love it even more because it added a rhythmic pulse. And there's a feeling of a chorus there, even though there's no singing. Tim's repeating the only constant is change, nothing stays the same. But when he did that, when he put his own vocals on it, he was just like, actually, this is kind of sick, and then and all of us were like, yeah, it's even better, good job. And so we put it on the record. And the same thing with "Condemned." It was just it was so different from what we had done previously, even though it's kind of just a traditional Scorcher kind of thrashy song. Yeah. But both of those songs were I don't know, this will be kind of the song that we threw in because we thought it was sick.
Right.
And funny enough, when we put the album out, a lot of kids on Twitter were just like, "Condemned is the sickest song. You need to play that." And we're just like, wow, everyone likes Condemned. So now we're playing it on this tour.
Very cool, very cool. I'm here with Nick from As I Lay Dying. They're playing on the Cool Tour right now. When they come to your city, be sure to check them out. I know there's a lot of big festivals out there, but this is the one to see. Again, the Powerless Rise, fantastic album. Best of luck with the rest of it. Best of luck with the rest of the tour and your whole touring schedule on that album.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. No problem.